Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter, and we finally made it to the weekend. I was trying to get away from work in time to make this review outside, but as you can see, it is dark out, so I'm going to have to do this review inside. The shoe I want to look at today is actually a collaboration between Nike and Supreme. If you're familiar with the channel, then you know that I'm a big fan of the Air Trainer. I'm a big fan of Bo Jackson. Anytime I see an Air Trainer, it reminds me of Bo Jackson. And when I was a kid, he was the man. He's still the man. I've never seen anybody be able to just break a baseball bat over their knee or over their helmet with the greatest of ease, but he was just an absolute monster, one of the best athletes I've ever seen in my life, and he was a lot of fun to watch. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and look at these Supreme Air Cross Trainer lows. All right, so first off, we've got a Nike box. It's got the Nike labeling on the top there and like a glossy black finish, but the rest of the box is like a flat black finish. There on the sides, it's got that iconic Supreme logo. This is actually my first Supreme anything ever. I've never had anything Supreme. Not that I dislike it, but it's just never really been something that I pursue. I got this pair more because I love the silhouette, but I think it's cool that it's a collaboration as well. It slides out like a drawer. And there you can see on the paper it says Nike and Supreme. The tag reads Air Cross Trainer 3 Low S, and I'd imagine that S is for Supreme. The colors are labeled as white and pine green, and the suggested retail price on these is $130, which is what I paid for them on GOAT before fees. And now I'm not sure what the masses will think of these shoes, but to me, I really like them. Love the colors that they used. My buddy Logan J actually reviewed the black pair of these. There's a white pair and a black pair in this Supreme collaboration. Basically, if you would take the white leather and swap it out for black leather, I think there's some other differences too, but that's mainly they have one that has mostly white and they have one that has mostly black. He mentioned on his video that the colors give him like Gucci vibe. And I think on the black pair, that's even more true. But now that he said that, I actually see that on this shoe as well. It definitely does kind of remind me of Gucci colors. But one thing that I was really pleasantly surprised with is just the materials. And you can tell whenever you see them right off the bat, but they also just feel really nice, which is cool because I know from trainers, sometimes the materials on those aren't the best, and that's not really what I go after whenever I'm getting that shoe. I just like the style of them so much and how much they remind me of childhood. They did give us a Nike Air and Supreme hang tag. It kind of reminds me of the hang tag on the Fire Red 4s, and I always like that touch. And they came with flat white laces already in the shoes, but also had some spare green laces, which I think would be a nice contrast on the shoe. I think even this outsole looks pretty cool. The majority of it is black, but then you also have some of that Supreme red and the pine green color. And I just think the colors go really well together. I think even the outsole is pretty cool looking. I like that it's black. I like that that black color wraps up and you can see it here whenever you're looking at the shoe from the side. I think that'll help hide dirt and just keep them, you know, new and crispy looking for longer. But you can see that black wrap up, and then the rest of the midsole is like a painted white color. And coming around the back, you also have a painted area with black on it. And it just looks nice and clean. They're definitely well done shoes. But then as we come up from that midsole, here's where it really starts getting good. This white leather, it's really nice and thick, and it's really soft. I would even go as far as to say that it's buttery. Really, all the materials on this are very, very high-end feeling. But you've got this white leather coming around the mudguard, and then the majority of the overlays are more of that nice white high-end feeling leather. And it looks good and it feels even better. I love it. You got more white leather here on the back. You've got Supreme, and then over top of that you've got a white overlay that has Nike Air in that pine green color, and that looks nice and dope. But then for the majority of the upper on the shoe, you've got this really nice feeling yellow or gold colored leather, and it's got like a nice tumbled effect on it. It's got those classic perforations, and it just, I can't say enough good about how nice it feels and how good it looks in person. But along with that leather on the toe box, you've also got it here on the side panels, and you can see more of those nice perforations. You got a pine green swoosh, and then the tongue is like a white, it's not neoprene, but it's nice and soft, and it just feels like it's good material. And then you can see that Nike there at the top of the tongue. It's got a red sock liner, and there on the insole it says Nike Air and Supreme.